join us from Research Stadium in Corvallis, Oregon. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Oregon State Beavers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Beavers head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado State's offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Wide receiver going in motion.
Ready, go!
Snags a quick pass on the left.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Off play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Fires toward the target. Finds space on the right. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Rams can really attack on this second and short. Lost to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown Rams! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Fielded in the end zone, it's Glass. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. So the Oregon State Beavers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. The on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself.
Finding some room, picks up the first down. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Beavers! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Extra point here will tie the game. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll bring it out. It's Prince. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. To the air. It's Kelly. Rush is on him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the tight end. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. The Rams come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The play action fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Douglas. The sure hands, it's Glass. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the 2nd one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this 3rd possession. Running to the left. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Kelly. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
And the Rams will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a crease. It's Glass. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50. Let's take just a second here and look big picture for Oregon State. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that you know they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
And the Beavers look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. Stepping to the right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Glass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, it's Douglas. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Complete to the left. It's a seam wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Rams peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Ross. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Douglas. He's got his man. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Beavers are in the hurry up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying play action. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on in midfield. Lots of running room. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Release to the back. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. To the air on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Takes the handoff. It's Glass. Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, the ground game. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 12, almost 0 margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri, taking on the #1 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's the Tigers, with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Corvallis. This running back is enjoying one very productive day. He's the bell cow for this team. They are not afraid to give him the ball, and he's a big reason why they're 2 quarters from a win. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to get this second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking to pass. It's Douglas. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Rams offense on the field and ready to get started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces the punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments. It breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit whole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation if they were expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Glass.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Hands it off on the counter. There's a crease. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Kelly. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Off play action on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pressure coming. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Colorado State. They take the lead here in the 2nd half. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Dropping back, it's Douglas. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Beavers moving quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Beavers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Glass. Got a little grass. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. What a grab with one hand. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ross. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to pass, it's Kelly. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Rams will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Touchdown Rams. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the 4th quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Here's the pressure. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Glass. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back to throw, it's Douglas. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Beavers want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because
maybe a crease. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! The extra point here would tie the game. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. Tight end now in motion. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
To the air, it's Douglas. This time it's complete. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Running inside. It's Glass. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. All tied up, under a minute to play. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Trying to run, it's Glass. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. And his kick is good. His 3rd field goal of the game, and this is the one that wins it.